Hello friends, it's Bill and you are watching Bill's Box of Sound, and today's video is a review of the brand new Sparks album called The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte, released in 2023, the month of June or late May, on Island Records. And this is a return to the Island Records label for Ron and Russell Mael, who have been around for over 50 years making records. And a long time ago, they were on Island Records, and they had some classic albums. The first one that I ever heard was this one here, Kimono My House, which had great songs like, of course, This Town Ain't Big Enough for the Both of Us, Hasta Mañana, Monsieur, Talent is an Asset, Amateur Hour, Thank God It's Not Christmas, Falling in Love with Myself Again. I love this album. This came out this is 74 that this came out. Love this album. And after that, they had another album on Island, which had just about as many classics, called Propaganda, which has At Home, At Work, At Play, Achu, BC, Thanks But No Thanks, Something for the Girl with Everything. God, this album is great all the way through. And the next album they came out with, which was their fifth album, is Indiscreet. There's a Ron and Russell on there. And all the lyrics in the gatefold, Going Shopping. This has great songs such as Hospitality on Parade, Get in the Swing, How You Get Home, Pineapple, let's see, In the Future, Looks, love that big band arrangement. It Ain't 1918, and a very remarkably bizarre song called Tits, which is a tragic love story. Chances are, if you're watching this, you're already familiar with the band Sparks, and you know all about that song from Indiscreet. The last album that they did with Island Records before they left, well, it was at Island Records in the UK, but in the US, it was on Columbia Records. It was Big Beat. Look at that cover by Richard Avedon. Fantastic. This had such fantastic tunes as I Want to Be Like Everybody Else, I Bought the Mississippi River, Fill Her Up, Everybody's Stupid, Throw Her Away and Get a New One. I love that song. I Like Girls, and which is probably now a controversial song, White Women. But that's all in the past. Now, ever since the documentary film, The Sparks Brothers, these guys have been blowing up because people are really realizing how great they are. I've been listening to them forever and collecting their records. And now this new album on Island is a return to form. I mean, well, they've never stopped making good records. Ron on keyboards, Russell on vocals. Russell is the engineer and the mixer, and they both write the songs. It used to be just Ron writing the songs. Now it's both of them writing all the songs. And there's a lot of really good things on here. The first three songs have already been released as singles. The Girl Is Crying in Her Latte, which has the video with Kate Blanchett on it. Veronica Lake is a second hit. And Nothing As Good As They Say It Is, my favorite of the three first singles, about a kid who was just born 22 hours ago and doesn't like it out here. He wants to go back inside of mama. Great tune. And then side one continues with a song like Escalator, which is all keyboards and vocals. Next we have The Mona Lisa's Packing, Leaving Tonight, which starts with percussion that sounds like it's being performed in a high school gymnasium. Lots of keyboards, some horns, some percussion. And then the last two songs on side one, You Were Meant for Me, which is about a chance meeting, passing, and, you know, something may have happened, something might not have happened, and Not That Well Defined, which has to tell with absolutes and differences in between them. And then on side two, you've got We Go Dancing, which is a hilarious song about going out dancing in North Korea. And they talk about having the best DJ in the world. They name check Skrillex and Diplo in there. And the fade out of the song, you hear marching feet. That's great. When You Leave comes next. It's an upbeat tune that talks about all the great things that we're going to do when you leave. But the person who is supposed to be leaving says, no, I ain't going away. Take Me for a Ride. This is about a fugitive's getaway with a lot of orchestral timbres on it. It's Sunny Today, kind of a little low spot on the album. With strings and harpsichord. Watch, it'll end up being my favorite song on the album in the future. You know, that's the thing with Sparks albums. They grow on you. They do. They grow on you. And then you've got things like It Doesn't Have to Be That Way. Weird song. You know, let's pull out these lyrics here for a second. It's like they once said that you can't change your mind. Do it once and you're defined. Do it twice and you're divine. It doesn't have to be that way, okay. Then later on you're saying, I may be wrong. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I may be wrong. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll look uncool. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. And it keeps on going like that. And then there's this song, A Love Story, which is kind of weird. This guy's going on and on about, can you hold my place in line? I got to go and buy drugs for my girlfriend. And, you know, it's not my thing, it's her thing. Another hilarious song. And very happy with it. This is to be one of the better Sparks albums that's come along, like in the past few years. And glad to see they're back on Island Records. Now, something that I'm not too thrilled about is that this is being distributed by Universal. And this album, which is like 49 minutes of music on it, is a single disc. And the record is mastered quite loud. As a result, the last two songs on each side are like really compressed and really distorted. I mean, especially when it comes to the S's, the sibilant parts and the cymbals on those songs. Messes them up a bit. I mean, you know, album was mastered by, who is it? Yeah, Bill Inglett and Dave Schultz at D2 Mastering, but then cut for lacquers at Sterling Sound by Joe Nino Hernes. And, you know, really surprised that they put 49 minutes on one album and cut it so darn loud. If they would have cut back the volume a little bit, made it a little bit more dynamic. Now, fortunately, if you buy this on Amazon, you can get the download of the album for no charge. You can hear those songs in a little bit better fidelity. The digital version is not as dynamic as the album is. Most of the album does sound better on vinyl. But what was weird was, and check out this story, when I ordered the album, they actually shipped me the Ralph Towner album on ECM. The album I'm interested in, and I might review at a later date, but this album costs like $13, $14 less. So I decided to return this, and I ordered it again later on and paid less for it. But this is one record. It's also distributed by Universal. I'm surprised that they didn't make this a double album, a 3 or 4 sided record, and make it sound a little bit better. That's my gripe about the sound. As far as the music is concerned, this is great. Of course, you've got Ron and Russell Mael Ron on keyboards, Russell on vocals, engineering, and mixing. You've also got their band, Stevie Nister on drums, Evan Weiss and Eli Pearl on guitars, and Max Whipple on bass guitar. So, yeah, I'm recommending this. Sparks, The Girl is Crying in Her Latte. Sparks, 52, 53 years and going, still witty, still danceable, still musically challenging. I love them. So that's what's going on, and that's my review. I also do streams, live streams, just about every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And I've got a bunch of other videos on this channel about other things, mostly Frank Zappa related, but other things as well. And if you like what you're watching, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and help other people to discover this channel. So that's about all I have to say. I had a great time. Hope you did too. Go listen to some music and have yourself a great day.